The 2004 PBA Fiesta Conference is brought to you by Gran Matador Brandy, ang batayan ng masarap na brandy.
Tara, bilis, bilis, game na!
Drops the heat, matigilan down low. As the middle rejected. Quick first step. Basket shot. Kasama pang foul. The screen open late. Manny Ildefonso flexing his muscles once again. Cool cat Mike Cortez set up Brandon Cablay with the alley. Ragiwa, sinabayan, and he gets away for the Here comes the aerial Voyager. What a play coming from Verhel. Espino, the drop pass, and the easy two for Marlo Aquino. Enrico down the baseline for two. Rudy Hatfield, no one in sight for the Jazz. Castillo training the three. Tony De La Cruz attacking the baseline. The Rock at the post. He will not be denied.
Mula sa Araneta Coliseum, the Big Dome, ang patuloy na ABC Sports coverage ng 2004 Gran Matador Brandy PBA Fiesta Conference. Ako po si Vito Lasatina alongside Paolo Trillo here at the Big Dome, and we'll be watching the Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs sporting a new and improved lineup laban sa Coca-Cola Tigers, who have not really made that many changes.
Yes, hello partner. It's nice to be back here in the PBA covering the league for ABC Sports. And you mentioned this matchup between two teams that are really going to be showing us something different this year. Number one, the Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs, a brand new team with so many new players, and yung Coca-Cola Tigers are now on a quest to try and see if they can extend their championship run.
Well, Paolo, bago natin himayin ang mga numero, ang mga pagbabago ng lineups natin, and also this particular matchup, meron muna tayong feature. Papakita natin two players who will be making their pro debut. They've done a lot together. They've been through so many battles together in the Collegiate League, kahit sa PBL, and what do you know, they start out together again.
Oh yes, a dynamic duo, actually, two players that have been together in the college ranks when they played in the PBL, and now they bring their game to the PBA.
Paul Artadi and James Yap dito sa ating special feature para lang sa inyo.
Simula high school, mga second year yata ako. Kailangan na absolute pa lang.
Pagdating sa UE nga, swerte nga na napunta rin siya ron. Sa PBL, una na ako sa Wellcoat. Sumunod na naman siya. So sabi ko, sunod-sunod na. Tapos yung draft day, dumating yung draft day, na-pick na siya ng Pure Foods. So nung nakuha ako, sobrang saya talaga ako. Hindi ko alam gagawin ko dahil Pure Foods nga. So masaya talaga. Siguro kaya kami kinuha dahil alam na ni Coach Ryan siguro na meron na kaming parang connection na pag kung saan ako pumunta, nandun siya. Alam ko na kung anong galaw niya. So siguro yun yung purpose ko para in the future, kami na yung gagamitin siguro sa Pure Foods, di ba? Mas hindi ako kinakabahan dahil alam ko pagka pinasaan ko talagang ititira niya or kumpiyansa ako talaga na nandun kami dala sabay sa court. Yung adjustment lang nga yung physical play dito sobrang physical. Pero sa akin, parang mas nako-compare ko pa ng parang mas maluwag dito kasi sa PBL sobrang pare-pares kami mabibilis. Dito parang ako pa yung mabilis so nakakalusot-lusot pa ako. Parang yun nga, masaya ako nga na nakasama ko yung mga veterans at tinuturuan talaga kami nila para mag-improve yung game namin.
Kung paano pakisamahan yung mga veterano kasi yun talaga yung importante. Kasi bago ka pa lang, kailangan mo talaga pakisamahan sila na hindi ka magmamalaki sa kanila. Kasi panibagong play, so ang daming play. So medyo nag-adjust ka doon kasi ilang play na sa PBL pa lang, sa UE pa lang, parang hirap. Pero mga next 3 days o 4 days makukuha na namin o makukuha ko na. Siguro na-expect ko malayong marating nito kasi improve na lang yung shooting niya. Tapos dribbling, mabilis na nandiyon na lahat, shooting na lang
Kay James, yung role playing muna, kagaya sa Pasinoy Castillo. Gawin lang niya yung mga ginagawa niya sa yung addition na lang siya sa mga 3 points niya, ganyan, para matulong nila si Noy Castillo. Kasi ang dami rin shooter dito sa Pure Foods, so malaking factor talaga na nakuha pa si James.
James Yap and Paul Artadi, two players, I like to call them the new dynamic duo of Philippine basketball in the tradition of great tandems, mga tulad ng tandem ni Ronnie Magsano at ni Benji Paras. They may play different positions, but one thing they do have in common is how well they work together.
At alam mo, partner, these two players are the type of rookies that can already come up with a big impact dito sa liga natin. Two players that can really put the ball on the floor. They have the speed, they have the hustle, they have the skill to be playing here in the PBA.
Well, matindi ang opening assignment ng Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs ngayon because they'll be going up against the reigning Reinforced Cup Conference champions, the Coca-Cola Tigers. Do the Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs have the right lineup? Malalaman natin sa aming pagbabalik. Basketball addicts of the Philippines, magandang araw sa inyo. Welcome back to the Big Dome. This is going to be the first match ng Fiesta Conference for the Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs at ng Coca-Cola Tigers. Two teams na baliktad ang nangyari sa kanila in the previous year. It's a season I'm sure the Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs would like to forget.
Yes, of course. Contrasting standings ang nangyari dito sa atin last year. Kumpara sa Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs, they came up with the least number of wins. The Coca-Cola Tigers, the most number of wins with 44. And that's also because they played in all three championships during that year.
So Coach Ran Gregorio doing the right thing in the off-season. Pagandahin ang kanyang lineup, use the draft, and boy did he use it. Talagang gamit na gamit ang kanyang mga picks in the draft. Even some big trades also happened in the off-season, which has now led to this new and what many are calling improved lineup for the Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs.
Yes, the Pure Foods with the most number of new players, 7 new players to be exact. Coca-Cola with 1 in Gary David.
Well, we'll also be welcoming the return of Lenny Cook, import for the Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs, and we'll be introducing you to a brand new import para naman sa Coca-Cola Tigers in Mark Sanford.
Yes, this should be an exciting matchup as well. Two players that can really put it on the floor and make exciting plays for you during this ball game.
Isa lang po hinihingi namin, samahan nyo kami sa aming pagbabalik dito sa ABC Sports.
Very dynamic team here we have for the TJ Hot Dogs and for the Coca-Cola Tigers. It's a team that has been tested, that has been proven, and we're in for a big game here today.
Well, you know, Paolo, at the point of course, it is good, which is why we're looking at the same lineup for the Coca-Cola Tigers, with the exception of Gary David, who won an only new player na pinasok dito si Correa.
Alam naman natin, he's got athleticism and the skill to play here. Very good to see
ibalik si Lenny Cook as their import.
Starting 5 for the TJ Hot Dogs, Rob Johnson with their new active pitcher is starting at the point guard spot, and then you have the veteran Julian Fott who's also starting at the Ryan Gregorio opting to go with some of his new recruits.
Nakikita natin Rob Johnson, hindi mo maaalata yung galing ng galaw ni Rob Johnson sa pangangatawan niya. Right guys, at the first chance, siguro mabagal itong player. You couldn't be more wrong. Ano? Si Rob Johnson. Walang Johnson, just a reaction.
Ayan ang Lenny Cook kilala natin. He's come to play back in the PBA. And we expect him to really really explode, especially on the scoring end. And ito si Renny po, ang leading scorer ng ating mga imports. In the last conference where we had the imports, it average 37.9 points. We also had the not too long ago was actually compared to the hot player that got into the high school. But let me see if it's back on the hindi makapasok sa baseline ngayon, itong senior sa we're starting it off the first few minutes here in the first quarter. At ang sikip ng depensa, partner, you expect the jitters pagdating ng opening game on the offensive side, but the defense is really in full force here to start the quarter. Rob Johnson is down.
9 seconds on the shot clock.
Gregorio at ang Pipis Stadium because the half-back ng Coca-Cola last touch ni Ruby Hatfield to be position. Wala pa rin. If one takes on the goal here, the half-back.
Mark Sanford, napakita niya kagad yung agility niya, very quick to the basket. And Sanford actually was the second round pick sa Miami Heat in the NBA back in
25, Rob Johnson is system 1-1-2.
Second personal will be Rob Johnson.
2 free throws for Ruby Hatfield.
Coming in second dun sa MVP race right behind Pascal Love.
last year was actually coming out conference for Ruby Hatfield. Naman rin si Hatfield, talagang nagpo-progress yung kanyang career, no? Ever since he entered the PBA. Every year, he just keeps on improving, getting better. At last year, pinakita na niya na he is really an MVP caliber type of player.
But he may not have gotten the award, but before the niya ang player of the year award as voted on by Papasok daw nila bang hindi sa overlook. Davis, one against
Almost! Slow down there by Reed. Alam mo, this is Davis and Sanford. They look almost like twins. Nakakatawa, no?
Tama. Tapos may headband pa.
Oo.
Wala daw. Bababa pa si Coca-Cola on the low post. Reed, matching up again. His boss. And still, manamig pa rin.
Both teams really at this point, feeling out process na yung nangyayari dito. Still trying to get back to the game rhythm. Nagkaroon ko custom. Iba yung laro dito sa game time.
And he goes with 9 seconds to the shot clock. Gets the back one going, but it's the Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola down by 1. 7 minutes to 5 minutes the first quarter. Off the jumper. Back to the bench.
One was goal, maganda yung difference na first lead for the basket. More than man for Coca-Cola able to stop the rebound down. But one thing to point out there, partner, regarding Stanford is these guys are good enough. He has been so many countries, has played matchup ngayon na nakikita niya between Stanford and Coca-Cola
Tigers. First time out of the ball game, another look at Sanford. Sanford, the rebound, the slam. This is the kind of game we can expect from Mark Sanford. Magbabalik po kami here on ABC Sports right after this.
Foul shots for Mark Sanford.
Back at the Big Dome para sa unang assignment ng Coca-Cola Tigers at ng Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs sa 2004 Grand Matador Brandy PBA Fiesta Conference. And the Coca-Cola Tigers ang may hawak ng lamang ngayon, up by 10-8. Mark Sanford off the foul a while ago, missing his first opportunity from the charity stripe.
So Sanford obviously trigger happy dito sa first few minutes. He wants to introduce himself to PBA and Philippine basketball.
Well, grabe naman sa introduction nito, Paolo. 8 points out of the club ng Coca-Cola for Mark Sanford. Defensive gem naman for Rudy Hatfield. No wonder siya ang Defensive Player of the Year last year.
Wainwright seeing action for the first time at tatlo ng ating players ngayon na naka-headband sa Coca-Cola.
Medyo baka malito tayo dito. We'll try our best to watch out for each and every player. Castillo. Off to Lenny Cook. Lenny Cook on the outside. Ang bumabantay sa kanya, si Rafi Rivas. Lenny Cook, power move. Wanted away. Abarientos now in the ball game para sa Coca-Cola. Inside pass, straight into the arms. And we're going to see a highlight. Lenny Cook in the reverse.
Some showtime now kung mga fans natin dito nag-enjoy. Lenny Cook known to have some flashy moves towards the basket.
At yan ang inaantay ng Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs. A nice little spark plug play. And Lenny Cook may have done the job dito sa first quarter. Isa na lang ang kalamangan hawak ng Coca-Cola 11-10. Mark Sanford on your screens. Another look. After the steal mula kay Noy Castillo, the reverse jam for Lenny Cook. Lenny Cook, napakabata ng player na ito. No? Ako nga kanina, hindi ako makapaniwala na 20 yung anyos pa lang. Ito si Lenny Cook.
And check out Cook with the rejection. Alam mo yung story natin dito by Cook, he actually went straight to the NBA draft from third year high school. At yung kabatch na high school players at that time,
on your screens, two of the injured players, the Coca-Cola lineup, si Jeff Chea at si Pochilino, who's coming off knee surgery. Actually, knee surgery ni Pochilino, matanggal na yan kinakailangan last year pa eh.
Yes, they needed to work on both his knees. And right now, it's just really a recovery time para kay Pochilino.
And filling in the big man spot for him would be Mark Sanford. He's filling in the spot quite well.
Well, yes, of course. He is the second tallest import as mentioned earlier. At talagang nagpapakita siya ng all-around type of performance here so far.
Nabanggit natin at the top of the coverage, one new acquisition for the Coca-Cola Tigers from the draft, and he is in now, PBL MVP, Gary David.
Well, Gary David is on the floor right now for Coca-Cola. On the other side, si Paul Artadi naman ang isang bagong rookie dito para sa Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs. Maagang ipinasok agad dito ni Coach Ryan Gregorio.
Well, kaya nga naman, marami rin nagsigawan kanina coming off the timeout dahil pumasok na ito si Paul Artadi. Paul Artadi with his partner Brian James Yap
both Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs. Although hindi sila magkasama ngayon, we'll be looking forward to seeing that dynamic duo in a little bit. At ang katabi naman ni James Yap, June Simon. Unbelievably, itong si June Simon, when he was drafted 2 years ago, walang kumuha dito kay Simon.
Ito yung mga bagong batch natin of players, yung mga Game Boys natin dito sa PBA. Very exciting players actually have come into the league.
Noy Castillo, however, can still keep up with the best of them. Noy Castillo would almost steal Gary David. Will this be his first point as a PBA player? Yes.
Gary David has made a name for himself as a scorer. And he graduated from Lyceum College, being naging 10th pick overall in the first round for the Coca-Cola Tigers. And here comes David.
And Gary David back-to-back points, 4 points already para kay David, and now a 3-point lead for the Coca-Cola Tigers.
Sabi ko bang score? 4 points kagad in his first minute on the floor.
Well, I think si Gary David in his days in the PBL na napanood natin itong batang to, really improving himself, especially with that short-range jumper. Pero pagdating naman sa long-range jumper, meron din si Lenny Cook.
And you know, Lenny Cook, after making that 3-point shot, pointing at the Alaska import here, Galen Young, saying, that was for you, my boy.
Tied ball game tie with 2 minutes and 21 remaining in the first. David off to Sanford. Sanford off the screen. Wala. Lenny Cook pulling down the board.
Paul Artadi graduated to the UK Warriors. And you know, Coach Ryan Gregorio was so happy that this player was still available in the second round.
What a pleasant surprise para kay Coach Ryan Gregorio. Naiwan pa nga si Artadi for him to be drafted. And what do you know? Nandiyan pa rin ang agility niya.
Of course, Paul Artadi, 22 years old, and now facing Johnny Abarientos, the Flying A. Magandang matchup ito, partner.
I'm sure naisip-isip na ngayon ni Paul Artadi when he's going up against probably one of his idols. Look at this, Paul Artadi with the evasive maneuver.
Kabilisan daw ng galaw eh.
We'll be watching out for more mula kay Paul Artadi for the Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs. Pero ang possession ngayon is back with the Coca-Cola Tigers, who are down by 2 with a minute and 42 remaining.
You know, Sanford is escaping underneath. Masyado siyang bukas. Iniiwan ng bukas ito si Sanford na he's able to put the quick first dribble they need for Pure Foods. So they need to put a quicker defender here against Sanford.
Evangelista off to Kirby Raimundo. Kirby Raimundo, who now has some backup in this lineup for the Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs. Inside pass para kay Evangelista, napalapit.
And you know, the defense, like I said, from minute number 1, yung defense ng dalawang kupunan na ito has really been in your face.
Evangelista may not have made the basket in the paint. However, mabibigyan siya ng pagkakataon naman from the free throw line to give the Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs the lead, and he does. And now Ray Evangelista with his 3rd point of the ball game.
Of course, one of the veterans for Pure Foods. Evangelista, time and time again, has shown his worth as a player, no? He's one of those white players na hindi mo masyadong napapansin. Biglang pag titignan mo yung score sheet at the end of the game, meron ng 14, 16 points, and has, of course, played an all-around type of performance.
Nice inside pass. Gary David gets the roll. 6 points for the rookie, the Game Boy Gary David. And we are tied again at 19 with less than a minute to go dito sa ating first quarter. Inside drive, umiinit na si Ray Evangelista.
Both teams starting to warm up now. Mabilis ang scoring natin dito ngayon.
Nice fake mula kay Mark Sanford. Although tatlo ang nakahabol ng Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs defenders sa kanya on that transition play. Artadi going for the deep layup. Actually, mas nag-fish siya for a foul on that last play.
And the Tigers will go back the other way. Alam mo, after that layup of Artadi, he was asking for a foul from the referee. Nang ginawa niya Barrientos, pinilisan niya na he went the other way. And Coca-Cola had the numbers in that last play.
Coach Ryan, siya rin ang naghanap ng foul kanina against the Coca-Cola Tigers. Play continues dito sa first quarter. 9 seconds na ating first quarter actually with Reynel Hugnatan at the line. Reynald Hignatan sporting a new look sa panibago nating Fiesta Conference and dreadlock. Mukhang nagpahaba.
Alright, naghihiyawan ang crowd natin dito because the second pick overall in the draft in the first round, si James Yap has now entered the PBA hardcourt and we'll see his first minutes as a pro.
At hindi lang yan, Paolo. We may only see this for 25.6 seconds, but we will see the dynamic duo, what I think, yung bagong dynamic duo dito sa PBA at work. Paul Artadi and James Yap have been working together magmula pa ng college days nila. Now they're working together here in the pros.
That's very true, no? Galing UE, dalawang players naglaro sa Wellcome sa PBL. Ngayon, nasa Pure Foods dito sa PBA and two very flashy, very exciting players in Artadi and Yap.
Time enough for one last play. There's a bounce pass. Denied. The one of connection. Twice denied. James Yap.
Oh boy. Welcome to the PBA, James Yap.
May not have been a warm welcome para kay James Yap, pero meron pa siyang 3 quarters to prove himself here in the pros. Magbabalik po kami with Chapter 2 of this hot matchup. Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs kontra Coca-Cola Tigers. Hello again, basketball addicts ng Pilipinas. Ito ang ABC Sports coverage ng 2004 Grand Matador Brandy PBA Fiesta Conference opening extravaganza for the Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs at ang Coca-Cola Tigers. This is their first assignment of the conference. Ako po si Vito Lazatin alongside Paolo Trillo here at courtside at the Big Dome. And one by one, pinapasok na ni Coach Fran Gregorio ang kanyang mga new recruits. And here is Jun Simon, goes in and out. But a brave drive mula sa kanya on the baseline.
Peter Jun Simon, fresh off his MVP stint in the PBL, is now on the floor and Pure Foods has a new look. Tatlo ang kanilang rookies ngayon. Nandyan si Simon, nandyan si Yap, nandyan si Artadi. Expect this to be a very fast-paced, exciting type of play here for Pure Foods.
Going for the jam was Rafi Rivas, pero mafa-foul siya ni Lenny Cook, who was going for the block. And Rafi Rivas will get 2 from the line. Rafi Rivas, who led the Coca-Cola Tigers sa field goals, shooting 58.4% last season.
Karamihan ng mga puntos ni Rivas nanggagaling sa dunk yan eh. Kaya mataas ang percentage niya. But he is also one of those tall players who can finish the break very well. And he gets a lot of points off the fast break.
Rivas off with his second. And soaring for that rebound, I see Lenny Cook. Balik ang possession sa kupunan ng Pure Foods, who are down by 2, 23-21. Bigay kay Lenny Cook. Cook from the parking lot. Morano steaming down the court up to Hognatan, Wainwright. And now David, the new recruit ng Coca-Cola Tigers, still in this lineup. Malaki ang pagtitiwala na pinapakita ni Coach John Reyes dito kay Gary David.
Oh yes, you know, the story of the first quarter for Coca-Cola was really yung scoring ni Gary David and their import Sanford. No? David was 3 out of 3 from the field with 6 points. Sanford already with 12 points in the first quarter.
Kirby going for the alley-oop play for Lenny Cook.
Raimundo also seeing action. You know, a lot of people really failed to notice the play of Kirby Raimundo last year dahil yung Pure Foods na-eliminate sila in most of the conferences. But Kirby Raimundo has also made his mark in this league.
Well, Kirby Raimundo, siya naging team leader in many departments para sa Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs, including some backup sa nakarang concert. And he may have that now with his improved lineup ng Pure Foods Hot Dogs.
Para sa akin, siya yung anchor talaga dito ng Pure Foods. So he is the pivotal man really right now for the TJ Hot Dogs, who can pull it all together for them.
And it will be a jump ball between Lenny Cook at si Rafi Rivas for possession. And it looks like makakakita tayo ng re-jump here with 10 minutes and 21 remaining in the second quarter. And there he is, Alvin Patrimonio, who might make PBA history today dito sa Big Dome. Nabanggit natin in the first quarter, 14 points away from reaching the 15,000 point mark, 1 assist away from reaching the 2,000 assist mark.
He has been in the PBA through the years as a role model, not only because of how he plays the game, yung kanyang skill, and how he has really won those MVPs and been part of this beautiful team, but really it's yung kanyang work ethic, no? Ito si Alvin Patrimonio. Believe it or not, ito para sa akin yung original na Iron Man in the PBA. He has played 538 consecutive games. Since 1992, hindi pa nakakamiss ng game ito si Alvin Patrimonio. That is just, that shows you what an awesome athlete this guy is.
Full of jumpers! Mula kay Lenny Cook after some razzle-dazzle dribbling. Medyo na-hypnotize yata ang kanyang defender.
Pwede ito sa Harlem Globetrotters.
Oo.
That's si Lenny Cook.
David, covered by Simon. It's MVP against MVP dyan sa matchup na yan. Will it be a steal para sa Coca-Cola?
Well, MVP versus MVP dahil sa PBL, both these players notching that award. Si Peter June Simon, in fact, won the award twice.
Another look at Lenny Cook. Rafi Rivas may have been watching a little too long.
Beautiful play coming from Lenny Cook. Swapping ng step back dribble and then the shot. Almost in one motion.
Alam mo, Paolo, I think yung move ni Lenny, yung tira ni Lenny Cook, that's the kind of shot that everybody who plays basketball will want to pull off.
And yung kanyang klaseng tira, unstoppable yun eh. There's no way you can defend that type of a shot.
Richard D adding 2 points. It is the total output of Puput, giving them a 3-point lead, 26-23. Wainwright off to the pit. Mabilisan ang pass sa Sanford.
Nope. Richard D, you're not supposed to dribble that ball. And the Puput's paying for that.
Going for the finger roll is Reynel Hugnatan. And now the lead cut to 1. Ardadi, the young rookie, already taking the leadership role here para sa Puput. G, the fake, the roll. May kinalaman si Sanford, and Sanford actually got a hand on that.
Oh, Sanford took his sidestep from on top of the free throw line, pero ang haba ng legs dito si Sanford. In 2 strides, he was already on top of the rim.
Is it height? Is it athleticism? Tingnan uli natin. Ito si Sanford. Dito yung take-off.
Before the free throw line. And then the finish.
And one opportunity para kay Mark Sanford. Coca-Cola already back with the lead. And Sanford was already hit double digits, 14 points na siya. To think, opening minutes pa lang tayo na second quarter.
Kanina si Dinbot ang kumukuha dito kay Sanford, and Sanford was able to get the quick first step on June Dinbot. But right now, si Richard D just defending him. Let's see how that matchup turns out.
Simon giving Gary David something to think about. Simon, the fake, the fall away. Short.
That was a forced shot there by Simon.
James Japp may not be doing anything offensively yet, but he will do something defensively, blocking Hugnatan. Pero nandyan, good trail job for Gary David.
No, for all the rookies seeing action today, Gary David has really made the most noise. He has 8 points already in the ballgame and working hard here for the Tigers.
And the football is set to the 3-pointer. Ito naman, Sanford going off to Hugnatan, and which means Wainwright, nice pass inside. Na-foul nga lang.
The problem for Pure Foods right now is who can they get to match up against Mark Sanford? Kasi si Richard D may be able to match up pagdating sa speed, pero pagdating sa size, mas masyadong matangkad dito si Sanford para kay Richard D.
Another new Pure Foods TJ Hotdog, Rob Johnson magbabalik after starting for Coach Ryan Gregorio in this ball game. David, and medyo mas sumisikip na ang coverage kay David, but Sanford in the middle, still able to slam.
Able to get the quick first step.
Basta paloob para kay Lee, it's recovered by Lenny Cook. Cook shot. Behind the back pass, it's stolen. Sanford, it's 2-on-1. Now it's 3-on-2.
What intensity we're seeing here in the second quarter. Si Abarientos at si Johnson diving on the sideline before that play broke out.
Johnny Abarientos may have played a long time here in the PBA, pero nandyan pa rin ang kanyang intensity. And our score, 32-26. We'll be back with more. Coca-Cola Tigers ang lamang ngayon dito sa second quarter, up by 6, 32-26. Largely because of Mark Sanford at ang kanyang explosive play. Pero ang storya rin dito sa first half was how well Gary David has been playing so far.
Yes, Gary David, he's playing with a lot of poise for a rookie, no? But Cariaso substituted him right now. And Coca-Cola now really on a 10-5 run. Ang ginagawa dito ng Tigers, nakapag-adjust na sila. No? They're going with the flow of things and they're starting to get the running game going.
Aggressive itong laro ni Mark Sanford. He was going again for that baseline drive and the slam. However, he was spoiled with the foul and he is back at the free throw line to add more.
You know, the Philippines is actually the 9th country that Sanford is playing in. As we take a look at Gary David's numbers, and, you know, you can't get any better than that. 4 out of 5 from the field in his debut here in the PBA, and he only played a couple of minutes.
So well-deserved ang pahinga niya ngayon, ano? For Coach John Ray at 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Rob Johnson against Abarientos. Johnson, hinanap Pinoy Castillo. And on him ngayon is Jeffrey Cariaso. Jeffrey Cariaso was not really made any more Jeffrey forward. Ito na, it's a foot race. Ang karera ni Cariaso at Castillo. Cariaso at Abarientos. At hindi na. Ilalaban Pinoy Castillo yung tira ni Abarientos.
This is when the Tigers are at their best. When they're running, they're gunning. Takbuhan dito. Hindi ka pwedeng makipagsabayan sa Tigers. So you have to change the flow of things. And right away, Cook was rested. Pinunod na kaagad ni Coach Gregorio.
Castillo off the screen from James Young. 7-point ball game with 6 minutes and 6 remaining in the second quarter. Pasa ni Sanford kay Abarientos. Usually we see the other way around. At may naman Rob Johnson seizes the opportunity.
Rob Johnson getting the minutes now from Coach Ryan Gregorio. He played last year with the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. Did not see a lot of playing time. But he spoke with a player that has a lot of potential and that can really grow in this league and be a part of this Pure Foods team.
Rob Johnson now at the line. And Johnson, who has yet to be scored Pinalik si Jun Limpot dito sa lineup ng Pure Foods PBA Hotdogs, and now in comes Leo Evangelista and the return of Lenny Cook.
A brief rest on the bench for Lenny Cook, but Pure Foods needs him on the floor.
This is another explosive combination sa lineup ng PBA Hotdogs. We have Jun Limpot tag teaming with Lenny Cook at the front line. Sanford on the outside. Cariaso looking for that open jumper, but it will be Sanford taking it.
It's going to be very difficult to guard this import. Mark Sanford showing us that he can hit it from outside. He can slash to the basket, dribble it in. And he's the type of player that can create his own shot.
Idagdag mo pa yung height advantage. That makes him very deadly here. The steal. Quick hands to Jeffrey Cariaso. Cariaso with a finish.
Tigers now starting to assert themselves defensively. No? Nagpapakita na ng ngipin itong Coca-Cola. Yan talaga yung strength nila. No? It's really their defensive intensity, their hustle. Just when I mentioned that, look who comes in. The H-bomb, Rudy Hatfield.
Balikan natin itong play. This was interrupted by Jeffrey Cariaso, and this is why Jeffrey Cariaso has made it to the mythical first team many times. It's actually the second straight year at Rosa was included in the mythical first team. Lenny Cook forcing the issue, drawing the foul mula kay Reynel Hugnatan.
He was up against a double team that time, but Lenny Cook deciding to challenge that double team.
Second straight personal foul mula kay Hugnatan. And Lenny Cook again at the line. The young Lenny Cook playing his second conference as an import para sa Pure Foods.
You know, after his stint last year, si Lenny Cook actually moved over to China and played for the Shanghai Dogfang Sharks. Tapos, well, gusto siya ulit kunin dito ng Pure Foods to start the year, and that's why he's back here in the land of the PBA.
Well, one thing different ngayon para kay Lenny Cook. This time, Lenny Cook ang magsisimula ng conference para sa PBA Hotdogs. Dahil si Lenny Cook, ipinasok lang bilang isang replacement. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, ang pinalitan niya was Arsenault.
Yes, Harold Arsenault that time. And he was able to change things around for Pure Foods when he came back.
Lenny Cook will be looking forward to helping the PBA Hotdogs advance further this time sa ating Grand Matador Brandy PBA Fiesta Conference. 4 minutes and 35 ang natitira in the first half. Inside basher Lenny Cook, and Cook with a power move.
Lakas nito si Lenny Cook. You know, there's a certain area around the low block. At the moment Cook gets the ball, kailangan mo maglagay ng double team na kagad. Kung hindi, lulus pa ka lang nito si Lenny Cook.
Of course, that's Cariaso. Cariaso trying his best para mapunta kay Sanford. Sanford contesting last touchdown of Pure Foods, but officials call it Pure Foods ball. Now Rob Johnson takes care of ball handling para sa Pure Foods. Backing up against Rivas, parang gusto yata ni Lenny Cook itong matchup niya. Feeling niya nasa kanya yung advantage against Rafi Rivas.
They've been giving him the last few plays, the isolation play.
Stanford again inside, 1 against 3. And Stanford, kahit nakuha na ang rebound ni Ray Evangelista, Stanford wants to put the PJ Hotdogs something to think about.
Well, that's a frustration foul given by Sanford. Nainis siya dahil nagmintis yung kanyang tira, and then he tried to get the steal from the blind side and was charged with the foul. Check out the numbers here. Coca-Cola doing what they do best, 8 points off turnovers.
But don't forget that Coca-Cola Tigers were actually number 1 in points off turnovers nung nakaraang season, averaging 20 points off turnovers. Fake to Julian Foot. Here comes Rob Johnson to the baseline.
Some go time from Rob Johnson. You know, there were only 2 seconds left on the shot clock, and he knew it, showing us that he has the upper body strength.
Rivas, pass off to Hatfield, corner pocket shot. Rebound to Rivas. Rivas off the glass. Stanford, third chance for Coca-Cola in that last play.
Boy, this is going to be a tough front court combination. You check out Sanford, Rivas, Hatfield, players who hustle, who go for that rebound. And right now, Coca-Cola controlling the board.
Air ball mula kay Evangelista. Lenny Cook pinahirapan si Ato Morano, and it came off Ato Morano's foot. Nice defensive effort para kay Lenny Cook. And that has got to make Coach Fran Gregorio happy. On the other end, well, see Coach Chot Reyes not quite as happy. As we take a look at Rob Johnson, what's been a revelation for the Pure Foods TJ Hotdogs and a welcome addition to their lineup. Magbabalik po tayo with more action from the second quarter. First game of the 2004 Grand Matador PBA Fiesta Conference for the Pure Foods TJ Hotdogs, at medyo tough assignment ang kanilang first project dito. It's against the reigning first conference champions. However, Lenny Cook complementing Jun Lipot.
And you know, that's the advantage of having a Jun Lipot on your team. He's also a very good passer, no? Marunong magbasa ng play ito si Jun Lipot, and that's one of the things that he can really bring to this Pure Foods team.
Well, baka napapansin ko dito sa kupunan ng Pure Foods, you have not seen Jun Lipot playing a lot sa low post. Kung saan medyo sanay na tayo makita siya, no? As isang Lenny Cook.
Lenny Cook dazzling the fans here inside the Big Dome.
Lenny Cook ay parang trompo gumalaw, as Jun Limpot falls short from the jumper. And as I was saying a while ago, we've seen Jun Limpot go out a little more. Hindi siya masyadong nag-low post play for PFP.
You know, one of the problems of Coach Ryan Gregorio last year was that he needed an outside threat. Some player who could also put the ball on the floor, someone with a good medium-range shot from his big man, and that's Limpot that gives you that.
Lenny Cook getting away from Rafi Muñoz. Telepathically connecting with Jun Limpot for the alley-oop. Ito siya ngayon at the free throw line to add more for Pure Foods.
Ginagawa kasi ng Limpot is he positions himself at the top of the key. Dahil may tiro ito, lumalabas ang depensa ngayon kay Limpot, and that leaves things open for Lenny Cook inside to really maneuver inside.
Lenny Cook frustrate sa sarili niyang free throw shooting. At pinapaalam niya sa mga fans dito sa Big Dome how bad he feels about it.
Alam mo, showman ito. Si Lenny Cook, it's the type of import that Pure Foods needs. So you need someone to get them back into that energy level and to get them back that confidence. So Lenny Cook is the type of import that can bring that to the Hato.
At the Morano, trapped by Rob Johnson. Cariaso goes forward, Hatfield, bigay kay Sanford. Sanford, libre with a fake. No! Last touch ni Rob Johnson. Nananatili ito sa kamay ng Coca-Cola who get a fresh 24-second shot clock.
Well, the tide is turned right now. It is an 8-3 run, or an 8-2 run rather, for the TJ Hot Dogs here in the second quarter.
Morano looking for Sanford. And naman, Cariaso. And again, it ends up with Sanford.
Sanford, a game-high 22 points. This guy can hit it from everywhere. And he's really going to create matchup problems, I feel, for not only Pure Foods, but for some of the other PBA teams as well.
Para sa mga PBA coaches who are watching this game right now, they will be marking Mark Sanford on their to-do list. Sa kabila naman, barreling inside, Jun Limpot na wala ang possession. Here come the running Coca-Cola Tigers.
How many times have we seen that? Again, as we mentioned at the top of the coverage, itong Coca-Cola ang team na pinaka-intact na lineup nila. No, they kept all their players and they only got one new addition to their team, and that's Gary David.
Pinapalam ni Mark Sanford, no, not when I'm this tall and not when I can jump this high.
Sanford showing us he can also play on the other side of the floor.
8 seconds left sa shot clock ng Pure Foods. Lenny Cook with the inbound. Much time left here. Kailangan bitawan na ito ni Evangelista, and Evangelista loses it. Morano, dalawang kanyang option. Sanford, it's stolen. Lenny Cook.
With hands for Cook. He has shown us some awesome plays here. Lenny Cook wowing the crowd. Alam mo kung may points lang ang dribble, nakakailang puntos Lenny Cook.
Well, he'll get points for style. Sayang nga lang, hindi natapos. And then back to the Tigers, 3-on-1.
That's the way you end a period.
Rodney Rivas kanina pa niya hinahanap ang dakdak, and he will do it in style to wrap up the second quarter. 8-point lead para sa Tigers, 45-37. And we will be joining now our courtside partner, at least very shortly, our courtside partner, Hans Montenegro. Pero bago yan, what a first quarter we've seen here by the Coca-Cola Tigers.
The points will count. Yung follow-up dunk will count.
And here now we go to Hans Montenegro standing by with Mark Sanford.
That's right, Vito and Paolo. I'm here with Mark Sanford. Mark, you supposedly injured yourself before this game. You've got 24 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 blocks. You're the healthiest injured person that's playing today.
Well, I credit our training staff. He did a great job of resting me, picking the right days to make sure I got rest, and also, making sure they didn't overwork me once I did return to practice.
You're up 10 points at the half. You planning to blow this game even bigger at the second half?
Man, I hope so. We just want to continue to play hard. We got to execute better in the second half. Continue to play good defense, and we'll see what happens.
Thanks a lot, Mark. Good luck in the second half. That's Mark Sanford. Back to you guys, Vito and Paolo.
Thank you, Hans. Mark Sanford, the production niya is usually the production we see from maybe a local player in one whole game.
Well, you know, the journeyman, kung tawagan natin the journeyman, is now starting to make his mark here on Philippine soil.
Mas aming pagbabalik dito sa ABC Sports coverage of the Fiesta Conference. At the half, well, he's played for many players have come and gone, but there is only one captain. Siya po ay si Alvin Patrimonio, and we will be featuring him. Plus, syempre ang ating halftime report. That is all coming up.
Bawat galaw, bawat
Welcome back po mga PBA fans dito sa Big Dome. Halftime po ngayon. Coca-Cola 47 lamang ng 10 over Pure Foods. Medyo nagkahiyaan, medyo may konting kaba ang ating unang dalawang kupunan dito. First game nilang dalawa at medyo 2 minuto, 3 minuto ang lumipas bago sila nagka-score ng first basket nila. Pero hindi lang lumipas ang ilang minuto, nagpasiklaban na ang mga import at local players natin. Pinasok agad ang ating mga first round, second round, third round draft picks natin, no? At nagpakitang gilas sila agad-agad dito sa una nilang game. Pero medyo historical lang to, hindi lang to first game ng Pure Foods, mga kaibigan. Historical to for our Pure Foods marquee player, si Alvin Patrimonio. 14 points shy siya po ng 15,000 point mark. Ito ay isang exclusive club at makakasama niya si Ramon Fernandez at si Abit Gidaben kung makascore siya ng 14 points ngayong araw na ito. Medyo 1 assist shy na lang siya of the 2,000